Goodness, after so many delays, it looks like they're actually going to do it. T-minus 6 minutes, 15 seconds. Live coverage starts soon. Let us know in the chat where you're watching from. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome here to the launch pad and our live launch coverage of SpaceX Starlink 6-60 launching from Slick 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. You are looking at a live view where propellant load began just about 30 minutes ago, and SpaceX has confirmed everything is continuing to progress towards today's launch attempt. If it's your first time here, though, welcome. My name's Zach. I'm the founder and host here at the Launchpad, and here at TLP, it's our mission to inform and inspire the explorers of tomorrow because we believe that space is better together, and we got people tuning in all over the world. It's great to see so many of you. Kim Nelson is in Arizona. We got Dee in Australia, as usual. Good to see you. We got T. McJames in colorful Colorado. We got Will in Delray, Florida. I see we got Melissa in Washington. We've got Comey in Orlando. Hope I said that right. Andrew's in Perth, Australia. We got Kerr in Malaysia. Chad's in Florida. Great to see so many of you tuning in from all over the world. On your screen is Falcon 9 Booster 1078 preparing to go for its 10th flight after previously supporting Crew 6, SES-03B mPOWER, USSF-124, and 6 previous Starlink missions. Inside the fairing are 23 Starlink V2 minis, 3 minutes, 15 seconds, and counting till the targeted liftoff time. Strong back retract is now finishing up. As you can see, that gray structure next to the rocket has opened up and retracted just a couple of degrees away from the vehicle. This will retract fully 45 degrees away during liftoff sequence. Now, as always, SpaceX is no longer providing live coverage through payload deployment, so we'll be giving you full live commentary coverage through the first stage landing and SECO 1. Payload deployment, as usual, expected 1 hour, 5 minutes, 5 seconds into flight, and will be confirmed by SpaceX through their X account. The next major milestone is at the T-minus 1 minute, when command flight computers will begin final pre-launch checks, and a command will be sent to pressurize all propellant tanks to flight levels. As always, if you have questions, you can send those in the chat by tagging us at the launch pad, and we'll work on answering those live to the best of our ability throughout today's stream, especially during the coast phase of the first stage as it begins its journey back down to Earth. Just make sure you're using that tag at the launch pad. As we come down to T-minus 2 minutes and counting, a usual thing we do is we want to see a go, no go from all of you in the chat. So let's see that in there. If you are a TLP member, don't forget to use those custom TLP launch emotes. If you don't have access to those, consider hitting the join button down below and getting access to them. T-minus 1 minute, 45 seconds and counting.
Ground gas closeout.
Falcon 9 is in startup. SpaceX Launch Director, go for launch. T-minus 30 seconds. Seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Go start.
Vehicles pitching down range.
Engine chamber pressure is nominal. Power and telemetry nominal.
Vehicle supersonic. Max Q.
T plus 90 seconds into flight. If you're joining
MVAC
us, you're
is
looking at a live view from onboard Falcon 9 booster as is carrying 23 Starlink V2 minis to low Earth orbit from Slick 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. The next major milestone will be the kickoff of a sequence of events starting 2 minutes 25 seconds into flight with MECO, or first stage main engine cutoff. That's when the 9 Merlin 1D engines on the first stage will shut down. This will be immediately followed by first and second stage separation. The MVAC engine start, or SES1, or second engine start, we just heard call out there, they are preparing that engine for ignition, doing engine chill, just like we see on the ground with the first stage. This will be followed by grid fin deploy and fairing deployment about 25 seconds later, which is when the Starlinks will be exposed to the vacuum of space for the first time. Let's listen for the callouts.
MECO. Stage separation confirmed. MVAC ignition. Fairing separation confirmed.
And we can see on your screen, and we heard all the callouts we were hoping to see there from MECO. First and second stage separation, MVAC ignition, grid fin deploy, and fairing separation. You can see the fairings falling away on that right side view there. On the left side of your screen is a live view from onboard the first stage as it now coasts to its apogee. Both vehicles are above the Kármán line, which is that line of 100 kilometers, an internationally accepted line of the line of space. Now, the first stage is no longer under power. It is coasting just with its continued momentum up to its highest point of its apogee. This highest point generally occurs anywhere between 114 and 117 kilometers. So when we see the speed start to increase and the altitude max out and start to go down, we know that the first stage is its apogee and is beginning its journey back down to Earth. Now, SpaceX's autonomous drone ship, a short follow Gravitas, is stationed downrange in the Atlantic Ocean, ready to recover today's booster. Falcon 9 booster 1078 has now completed its 10th ascent and is attempting its 10th recovery. The second stage is under power and is now passing through 133 kilometers in altitude, traveling over 10,000 kilometers an hour. It will be continuing to burn until 8 minutes 39 seconds into flight, where it will achieve its initial parking orbit. It'll stay in this orbit until 53 minutes into flight, where it will conduct a 1-second burn, finalizing its into a payload deployment orbit, and payload deployment of the 23 Starlinks is expected 1 hour, 5 minutes, 5 seconds into flight. Look at the beautiful teal water down below the booster on the left side of your screen. Always amazing the views that we get to see launching from Florida on some of these crystal clear daylight launches. Some of the color changes are absolutely incredible to see. As always, if you guys have questions, you can send those in the chat by tagging us at the launch pad, and we'll work on answering those live. If it's your first time here, though, I know it's a big stream, lots of people tuning in for the first time. Welcome, my name's Zach. I'm the founder and host here at the launch pad. Here at the Launchpad Network, it's our mission to inform and inspire the explorers of tomorrow, because we believe that space is better together, and we bring you full live coverage of all the launches from around the world, including stratospheric balloons and as much testing as we can. We did just launch our brand new Starbase 24/7 camera. We're working on getting more cameras down there and at other sites around the world, but the first one's up, proving our technology to do it, and there's a really cool feature. If you're interested, definitely go check it out after the stream. It's open, anyone can watch it, but if you do become a TLP member of a Starbase Explorer tier or higher, you can control our Starbase camera. Yep, you heard that right. Our members can control what our camera is looking at. This is the first of many of what we're calling community control cameras that we are looking at deploying around the world.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there's the call out for the entry burn. This is the first of 2 burns the first stage will conduct during its journey back down to Earth. This burn is expected to last 26 seconds, and it's using 3 of the Merlin 1D engines to help slow down the vehicle as it begins to hit the Earth atmosphere. But this ignition also helps create kind of a force shield, protecting the vehicle from the reheating entry reheating,
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
And we have a good call out of entry shutdown
Stage
and a
1
visual there.
FTS has safe.
Now keep an eye on this. The landing burn will not begin for another minute and 20 seconds, but the first stage is still traveling over 5,000 kilometers an hour and has only got 33 kilometers
Stage 2 FTS has safe.
to the drone ship. So it's going to use just the thickness of its body and the grid fins and the thickness of the Earth's atmosphere to slow down in preparation of that landing burn. Those callouts that you heard there of FTS saved is the callouts that the flight termination system on both vehicles have been saved, as they are both no longer required. Landing burn expected to begin 8 minutes 15 seconds into flight. If you haven't yet, take a moment, engage that subscribe button so you never miss another live launch coverage. Docking, undocking, or return to Earth. We are counting down to another stratospheric balloon later today. Parker, thank you so much for your super chat. We appreciate that. Your 2 super chats. And Louis, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. We appreciate your support. Waiting for the call out of that landing burn start. If you haven't yet, you can send in those last questions by tagging us at the launch pad, and make sure to join us over on the TLP Discord. That's where our community hangs out in between streams. We'll be jumping over into live comms following this for a post-show hangout.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
Stage 1 landing leg deployed. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe we've ever had audio for a landing from a drone ship before. That was quite amazing to see. We are waiting for confirmation of SECO 1. That is expected in the next 5 seconds here. Look at the bottom right corner of your screen. When the speed stops increasing, that will be confirmation SECO 1. We might actually even get visual of it. And there we have confirmation of SECO 1. If it was your first time here, make sure you take a moment and engage that subscribe button so you never miss another live launch coverage. We have 2 launches happening today from SpaceX, so we hope you'll join us back here this afternoon. We're also tracking another stratospheric balloon flight happening from Sweden later today, and hope you will join us back here for that then as well. That's going to do it from our TLP remote studio, currently in Canada. We'll hope to see you over on the TLP Discord or back here for another live launch coverage, because space is better together. We'll see you then.